Good day, chosen one. Today, we're going to go over this beautiful setup that we caught this morning on the live trading session. This is the NASDAQ 100. This is my favorite currency pair to trade, and I'm going to show you exactly why. In this video, I want to go over the three main concepts that allow me to identify this trade setup ahead of time. And also, I want to share a bonus concept with you that's going to show you how to stay in those trades and make the most amount of profit per trade. All right, so let's get into it. First and foremost, I want to identify that we have 3 days of breakout traders in the market. That is the first concept I want to identify with you guys. And that's very, very important concept because this is a signal to let you know that the market has the potential to reverse. And the psychology behind it is when the market is breaking out and making new highs, beginner traders are buying in those markets. For example, when price made a new high here and a new high here, beginner traders or retail traders are buying this at the high. And why are they buying it at the high? Because at the high, you can see the New York session is active, and you can see prices aggressively moving in one direction at that timing. And what happens is retail traders get trapped, and also long-term traders are entering positions at these levels. So there's why it's a high probability that the market can reverse once a price is broken, once a previous high is broken, a previous day's high is broken. So you can see right here, this was a setup from the past week on a Thursday, Friday setup. You can see Thursday came up and made a new high, and it dumped down to where this move started, right? And then you see the very next day, price came up, it made a new high. It broke this previous high. It trapped this volume because you can see, let's zoom in a little bit so you can see it in a little more detail. You can see that price was pushing up, but it couldn't break this resistance, and price failed at the high of the previous day. This is what we call a false break reversal. And this is what I teach in the playbook. And these are the trades that you want to get. These are the easy trades that move very quickly and go into your favor. Because once you had the entry on this trade, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7 candles. You can see price already went down to take out the previous low of the previous day. So in less than 4 hours, price made this very aggressive move and took out the previous low. And this was a amazing trade setup. All right, so let me get into this week. Let me get into the setups that we caught this week. All right. This was a very, very good setup that I was looking for the entire week. It's only Tuesday, but the entire week, and I'm going to show you why. Once price closed on Friday, you could see price immediately. Once price opened on Sunday, it started to become bullish and price started to move very aggressively. This should be an alert. This should be an alarm because this is not normal. When the market pumps up before all the volume enters the market, it's a setup, right? Because what happens is all the retail traders, all of the dumb money, as they call it, are chasing this market up. And then you can see as soon as New York opens, the New York equity hour, it reverses aggressively and takes out all these buyers that was in the market previous to the session opening, right? So also on this concept, I want to speak about, right? Like I said, we have 3 days of breakout traders in the market, right? Because you see on Thursday, we have Friday, that was a breakout. No, this is Thursday, excuse me. Thursday was a breakout. Friday was a breakout. Monday was a breakout. And then Tuesday is where we got the big move, right? And I'm really just focusing on these 3 days of breakout traders, right? 1, 2, 3, right? Those are 3 days of breakout traders in the market. We're anticipating a sell high opportunity once this formation sets up. And also another clue that gave us the indication that price would reverse is price closed in breakout. That is a concept that usually results in a reversal. And the reason why is because when prices closes in a breakout, price is out of balance and price wants to come back to balance. So what it does is it'll trade up, it'll trap volume at the high of the day, it'll get new buyers in the market, and then you see how aggressively it came and took out all of the buyers that would have been at this level, that would have been at this level, would have been at this level, at this level. All of these guys that were buying would have had stops below this level. And that's why during the session this morning, when I saw these equal lows and I saw price break the high of yesterday, I was anticipating price coming down to take out the liquidity, right? And let's go into initial balance, opening range and initial balance. So you see on Monday, price aggressively rose before the session opened. And you can see here, price already started to make new lows, right? So price came to break this level again. Price created some liquidity on the inside of the high and the low of the current week. This is the initial range of the new week, right? We have the high of the new week. We have the low of the new week. And as you can see, price traded up and it was trying to break through the high of the week and it failed. And this is what we want to see, right? And as we were trading this morning, I was telling our team to be patient because price broke out. And if you really look at this candlestick formation, it was really trying to get traders to buy this at the high of the day, the week, the month. And what I kept telling the team is be patient and wait for price to break out of this consolidation. All right, so this little box of consolidation is where we were. Price is always in a rectangle. That's a concept that I teach. And as you see right here, price was pushing up. Look at this pin bar where it went down and then it closed bullish. And then look at this big push. It went all the way up here. And then even when it came back down, you can see this big bullish blue candle closed bullish. It's an engulfing candle. It was trying its best to trap volume on top of the previous high, right? So as price started to fail, that's when I told the team to enter this trade. We used a 30-point stop loss, and our aim was the opening price for the week, or you could have used the closing price, right? And the reason why we did that is because I want you to look at the bonus concept that I want to teach you today. Hunting traders, that should say traders, hunting traders that are in the money. And what I mean by that is if you look on the end of Friday, the traders that bought it at the end of Friday, that was buying it on Sunday, they were still in the money. And you can see price never came back to this initial area of entry, right? And you really want to pay attention to what we call these peak formations during the New York session. So if you see right here, this was during the New York session. This was around 10:30, 10:45. And you can see price started to push higher and make new highs and new lows, right? So the traders that got in at this particular level, they never had any heat put on them. And that's one concept that I like to teach, hunting traders in the money, because that's what the markets will do. It'll give you this trade and it'll come back to take it from you if you're not smart, right? For those guys that are trying to hold this to the moon and different things like that, the market is coming back to get that money. And that's a concept that happens over and over and over again. And the more you start to mark up these charts and identify those concepts, the more you'll be able to execute on those concepts in real time. So as you can see, price trapped this volume at the high of the day. And then as price started to break down That's where we entered this trade, taking it to where this price increase started, right? From those traders that got it right and that was in the money from the previous session. So this was an amazing, amazing setup. This is exactly what we teach inside of our community. And I'm going to go in and kind of show you some of the results from our community, right? This was Doug today, 34 minutes. I guess this was 34 minutes ago. He said that drop after the session paid a car note today, right? So he made some good money taking this trade. And we've had several other members of our community take some awesome trades, right? So here was the setup for today. I called this out live. All of these guys were on the session live with me and they made money. You know, Seth made money, Caden made money, Doug made money. You know, you can see where Doug say, you know, he was able to make enough to pay the car note today. Here's another one saying how he is appreciative for my coaching. And you can see where he got in on his trade. He got in at 25,075, right? And let's mark that on the charts. 25,075. So he got in all the way up here, guys, and took this trade for over 224 points. That's over 2,000 pips he caught on this one trade by copying my live trades. I'm telling you guys, this stuff is powerful. It's not just hype and marketing, but it's tremendous results. And you can see it here. Seth made some money today, right? Many of the guys made money today. Here's Gary. Here's one of our other educators calling out signals as well. He ended up calling out this trade and it hit 300 points in profit. Guys, I'm not making this stuff up. And you can see we also have algorithmic trading, right? We have trading algos that trade for us in the market. And you can see the results from those. We're having significant results in the market on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. So I just wanted to make this video to show you what we're doing inside this community. I truly believe with everything in my heart that this is the #1 trading community in the world. Brand new traders are learning and not just copying my trades, but we have traders like Caden, who's actually calling his own trades, and like Gary, who is calling his own trades in the community and absolutely crushing it. So anybody that is interested in learning how to trade, anybody that wants to make money from this industry, we have opportunities to learn. We have automation opportunities where algorithms can trade for you and make money for you in the markets. And we also have an amazing affiliate program where you can come in, you can share these services that we offer, and you can make up to 50% commissions on everything you sell. And our top affiliate did over $100,000 last month. And we're going to be talking more about that on our webinar this Thursday at 7:00 p.m. Central. All the information for the webinar will be below this video. You join our Telegram and you'll have access to all the free webinars that we do every single week. So I'm extremely excited about this. We have some major announcements coming here in the near future. And I'm excited for you guys to take your life and your finances to the next level. If you have any questions, join the Telegram that's in the link below, and you can shoot me a private message. Let's talk. Let's figure out how we can help you and help you have the best 2025 and the best financial success of your entire life. With that being said, I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next webinar. Peace.